Today we're sipping on some sunshine. Hey guys, Shawn here from the Everyday Aficionados, and today we're taking a look at our second of Vermont's two most famous double IPAs. This is Sip of Sunshine from Lawson's Finest Liquids. It's 8% ABV. This one I would say is even a little bit more limited and hard to get than Heady Topper, especially now that the Alchemist just opened up their new brewery. You can go right there to get Heady Topper and Focal Banger, whereas this, you have to sort of hunt it down at certain stores and certain days that they get shipments. It's a pretty difficult beer to get. However, I was able to get this one at the bottle release for Lawson's Finest Liquids Maple Triple. So if you bought a ticket to that along with the Maple Triple, you're able to get up to like a certain amount of limit of different beers. So I got this as well as some Double Sunshine, which I was even more happy to get. And there's a few other beers in there as well. One other little thing about this beer is that it's actually brewed at Two Roads Brewing Company in Connecticut, and it's only a week old, so very fresh. This is going to be the second time I've had Sip of Sunshine. I was actually able to get it on draft in New York at a local bar restaurant. They were doing some special like Lawson's night. They were able to get their hands on some Lawson's kegs, so that was very cool, but that was like a year or two ago, so looking forward to trying Sip of Sunshine again. Yeah, so for the aroma in this one, it actually reminds me a lot of a West Coast style IPA. You get that big punch of like grapefruit and citrus character. Definitely like a big, stinky, dank hop note as well. Yeah, it almost reminds me of like a stinky sock or like stinky feet. Just that dank, pungent character. Some overly ripe tropical character in there too. A little bit of like a musty, just again earthy, overly ripe character. Pretty juicy and citrusy and musty and dank. Definitely a big hop aroma on this beer. Cheers. Wow. Yeah, that is really nice. Super balanced. Big, juicy, citrusy, tropical notes. More of that dankness in there as well, but really all about that citrusy, tropical character. Pine towards the back end, lots of sticky pine that just sticks to the tongue, bitter, piney, pithy resins. Again, it reminds me a lot of a West Coast style IPA, but a little bit more of a tropical character than your typical West Coast style IPA. Again, lots of grapefruit, juicy, sweet grapefruit, a little bit of sweet orange in there as well. Really solid Brady malt backbone to this one, a little bit toasted and sweet. Really helps accentuate the hops. Again, very balanced. Towards the back end, the juiciness kind of fades a little bit, and the resinous, bitter hop resins take over. That pininess, slightly dank, and then that pithy citrus character finishes the beer off. A little bit of a lingering, like residual sweetness from the malts. Again, it's just really juicy, nice tropical sweetness, overly ripe fruits, big citrusy character, with that nice resinous, piney, fresh cut pine dankness. Just a really hop-packed beer. Alright, so for my final thoughts on Sip of Sunshine. This one is going to get a weaker A+ for me. To me, this isn't like a knock your socks off Vermont style IPA. Like when I think of New England style IPAs, Vermont style IPAs, the flavor that I get from this isn't necessarily what I think of. Much more in the vein of a West Coast style IPA, but in terms of that category, this is one of the best West Coast style IPAs I've ever had. Incredibly hoppy and complex. Very balanced at the same time for what it is. I mean, if you love West Coast style IPAs and that more classic type of hop character in beers, that more classic type of IPA, then you're going to be in heaven with this one, because really it's just a really well crafted IPA. What do you guys think of Sip of Sunshine? How do you think it ranks in terms of Vermont/New England style IPAs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, drink responsibly and passionately. Thanks for watching.
I got that sunshine in my pocket.